Alright, can you guys hear me now? Where's my chat window at? There we go. Alright. Check 1, check 2, check 3. Justin 3D. Hello from the Netherlands, 3D creator. We got Jeremy, 3D Maker Kid. Nadav, Chris. Stefan was here, but he backed out, I guess. How are we doing tonight? There's another day. Pull up my Discord. So I figured I've been participating in a couple other live streams. I've been hanging with Tim a lot lately, and I figured I would try and get back into the 3D informal. Sometimes I actually have something to do. Most of the time I don't. I'm just kind of piddling around, working on a new project or working on a printer, which I think I might pull one out here in just a few minutes and kind of work on a little bit and just chat. No delays, cool. But yeah, so I do want to know, did you guys see this before I went live, or did you see the schedule? Because I tried doing that, but YouTube Studio, the new one, is just so horrid. So bad. And I have a hard time kind of trying to get it to do what I want it to do. So I'd be willing to see if you guys actually got the live stream notification earlier or the reminder for it. But it seems like it's not connected here. So, because if I go live here, yeah, somebody's in the other, they're in my other stream. I don't understand this. So I'm just going to, I'm going to delete this one. Delete. I understand. Delete forever. And let's go into this one here. Okay. So, saw the schedule. Okay, that's cool. Let's change the thumbnail real quick. Yeah, Brandon, sorry. I don't know. For some reason, it's not... I don't know. They just weren't hooked up. I tried scheduling it, but they weren't succinct. I don't understand. I really don't. This whole new thing is just goofy. Make sure this is... No, this is not made for kids. Excellent quality. Alright. 3D Viking, what's up? 3D Medic. Yeah, I just really don't like the new setup. It really is. It's horrid. I mean, I tried using it a while ago as a, you know, trying to get in, but it just, I don't know. I really just don't like it. I'm also trying to figure out doggone streaming setup better here. It's just not working out. Like, I don't like my camera up here, which is what you guys are seeing now. So it's I had my camera on this monitor. Now I have it right between the two. So I have chat here and I have whatever I'm doing over there. But I'm not loving this setup. I don't know how I can make it any better. I'm not loving using these, you know, what's this, a C920 webcam. So after talking to Tim for a bit, I might end up trying to get one or two of those Sony A6000s, compact or lightweight. I've tried using my GoPro, you know, which is this, but the video off the GoPro is horrid. Like, it's so washed out and so blue. It's such a cool color. It just looks horrid. And then with my DSLR, I can't get it in a good place. Like, I either put the DSLR up top here, so up on this screen, and it just looks really high because it sits that much higher, even with the widescreen lens or wide angle lens. And I can't put it like right between the monitors, so I don't know. I cannot figure out a decent setup here for live streaming at all. Not at all. It's different whenever I am working at the table, where you guys have seen before. So I actually have my arm right here to the left, and well, that just moved that a little bit. I have my arm here where I mount my webcam, and that you can see the whole shop. You can see what I'm working on, and then I usually use my DSLR as a zoom in, but that also doesn't have a clean HDMI out on it because it has the focus brackets, which drive me crazy. And a lot of people complain about that too. And again, the GoPro is just such a crummy video from this old Hero 4. It's fine for time lapses, but for live video, it is not very sweet. So, I mean, so I'm using an Elgato Cam Link 4 for HDMI, and that's what I'm using. But the DSLRs that I have, my 6D doesn't have a clean HDMI out at all. I think it puts out like 480p. It doesn't put out 1080p on HDMI. The SL2, which I thought it didn't, so I'm kind of regretting that purchase. So I'm thinking about selling that, because the SL2 and the A6000 run for about the same price, depending on what you can get them for. Again, I was trying to... I tried looking them up for a while to see what I could find. And there's a couple out there that are to be had, but they're just I'm trying to get one around like $300. I'd be okay with that, but no more than that, because that's about how much I could get for like this one's $350, like maybe. But if I can get like two of them, this also is not in fantastic shape. It's kind of rough looking there. So yeah, I mean, it's a lightweight mirrorless, so I figured it would be something decent to have around. They come with their lenses. If you get it with the lens, you can get it without the lens, but the lens alone, the kit lens is I think $145. So unless I got one for like a body for $200, it would not be worth it. So I need to get one that has it with it. And if I do here, price shipping lowest first, you know, it's body only. Body only, yeah. See, I'd have to spend another $145 just for a lens. So we'll kind of see what I end up doing. I'm fishing around on eBay to see if I can find some deals on them or whatnot with the lens. Time will tell. Definitely time will tell. Did I bid on this one already? Make an offer. I'll give you 300 bones. Didn't accept the offer. Yep, I don't want you. Any more than that for a 5-year-old camera? No. Sorry. And again, I'm only using it for like live stream. And I'm trying to find... I did find a light I might get instead. It's cheap. So this would be a better solution than what I have right now. I mean, this one works, but I could have something that's much lighter weight. The one I made is just incredibly heavy and it's loud. So, yeah, 3D Viking. I know Tim sent me the link to his. Where's his at? We were chatting earlier today. Yeah, but it's $32 for the dummy battery for it, which isn't horrible. But yeah, I would just turn around and sell my SL2, which has a dummy battery in it. As you can see, it's back there. I was just putting it back right before the stream started, so I do have that. But yeah, I'm just, again, not very happy with it. It's fine for doing videos and doing close-ups, but using a DSLR for that is just not great unless you have like a high-end one. Again, I'm not frickin' Tom. I don't have 7 GH4s. I don't have, you know, $10,000, $20,000 in camera equipment to make a YouTube channel run. And 4K is not important at all. So, because probably no one is watching a 3D printing video in 4K, and if you are, awesome for you, I guess. It just seems ridiculous. Because the camcorders are just way more expensive. You know, I can get use out of that for other things. I could take it on a trip with me, you know. But if I end up getting, like, what was everybody buying? Was it a year and a half ago or 2 years ago? Barnacles and Joel had both bought one of those cameras. LTT with 2 red cameras. Dude, LTT has like 10 red cameras now. It's ridiculous how many they have. Yeah, 720p. I record in 1080 because at least if I want to zoom in on something, it's okay. But I also don't do very many of the zoom ins because even from, I mean, the camera goes right here basically. So this in front of the camera, over here to the left, this is where my DSLR sits. I sit all the way back here when I do the videos. So being able to punch in a little bit is okay, but again, 4K is not worth it. Yeah, but I mean, unless you're watching like a YouTube original or you're watching, I don't know, slow-mo guys, something that looks incredible, okay, I could understand that. But if you're watching a 3D printing video of me blabbing on about some tech in 4K, I don't understand. Yeah, see all my grays in 8K? I haven't done my hair in weeks. But yeah, it's getting there. This is what 5 kids does to you guys. Makes you gray. At 32 years old. But yeah, so I mean, it's these are what I'm looking at right now. We'll see what I end up getting. That's Quad HD, Gunner. Quad HD. And I was trying earlier today, I was trying to flash my Fire 10 because it's like incompatible with half the apps that I want to use on Android, and I'm still using my ancient Samsung Galaxy S2 tablet, which I've had for 7 years now. It still runs, and that's actually what I'm using for the Stream Deck control. We could scan it in on your beard. I don't have that many grays in my beard. Hold up now. The beard is not affected. That's when you know you're getting old, is when your beard gets gray. I'm not there yet. Yeah, like I said, zooming in would be okay, but I don't know. Unless someone has a different thing for streaming or something like that, I'd be willing to see, or a different camera altogether that I could record with as well. This A6000 seems like a decent option for that. If I could find something, then okay. But again, I don't see the worth right now. I was just gonna say something. Oh yeah, I was trying to get my Fire 10 with a new version of, or just with the vanilla Android on it, because I can't use the Stream Deck app for Streamlabs. And Chris, what's up? Yeah, Chris and Viking, those are the ones with the real beards, man. This is my little bit here. If I go much more, I look like a homeless man, and the wife wants to kick me out. So can't have that going on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not happy with a lot of the things right now. Maybe one day YouTube revenues will go up, and I'll end up putting the money into something like that. But if you guys have any different camera recommendations, I'd be very willing to hear it. But I'd want it to be like less than 500, because I have my expensive Canons that like my wife and I use for photography, and I just use it for videography because it's what I have. So I do have, Brandon, I do have the G apps on there, but it won't allow me to install the Stream Deck. It says it's not compatible. And again, there's several other apps that I was trying to install on it, and make it my daily driver, but it's just not. So I mainly use this when I travel for work, and I just throw a couple movies on there. It has a 128 gig SD card in it, and I just use it to watch videos on the airplane and in my hotel room. I did travel more frequently than I do now. Obviously, I'm not traveling at all anymore right now, so um, it just sits in the drawer now until I can figure out what the heck I can do with it. There. Might grab that printer out real quick and do some work on that for a few. Self-monetization? I've not seen anything about that yet. I have a 6D and I have an SL2. And the 6D is what we take still photography with. And the SL2 I bought for streaming. But again, it has the focus brackets, which I didn't know it had. Yeah, I get around a bit. You need to have a tablet to keep yourself entertained. I'm gonna grab that printer right quick. My troublemaker. And talking with Tim last night on his stream, I did find an MKS Gen L that I think I'm going to go ahead and put. This is the Geeetech A10, the original A10. So this was the original competitor for the Ender 3. And it honestly is a fantastic machine, but it's died several times on me. So I need to replace it. I really want to get it working again. But they have all proprietary connectors, so I have to run all new cables. So maybe I could at least rip the cables out tonight while we're hanging out and see how it goes. So I do see the, yeah, I did see that part to rate the videos. I just saw that my one that I uploaded the other day. Now, Brandon, I'm going to see what I can do with this printer. So this printer here is 24 volt. And after we were talking in Discord, I can pull this heater and put it in my Mark 3S. So for everybody who's not aware, my Mark 3S heater died on me printing all of the polycarbonate parts for my Bear build that I'm working on. I'm doing carbon fiber polycarbonate. And yeah, it died like 15 hours into the 20-hour print. So I wasted a ton of filament. Now I'm actually out of the polycarbonate. And I think the only thing I had left to print was the power supply enclosure, which I'm just going to do that in PLA carbon fiber. I think that'll be alright. Hey, Bill. Hey, Maniac. Sorry, can't pronounce that. Yeah, the GoFundMes are interesting. I mean, I still have Patreon, which a lot of people have dropped off because I stopped producing any content for the past 2.5 months, which is totally understandable. So, isn't the A7 like expensive? Yeah, I mean, a body alone is going to cost me $400. See, the thing is, I don't want to get. I guess this is a. It's a mirrorless. That's fine, but I just didn't want to get another DSLR because I have all the money invested in my Canon. Squeeze, what's up? And we've got a really good lens for that. We have an awesome 30 and awesome 85 that the wife loves to use. They were very expensive. I mean, they were almost $1,000 lenses each. So it just was like, okay, we'll get that. We like the 6D. We like the photos we get out of it. I just didn't want to go back to Sony. I had a Sony a long time ago. Didn't work out that well. My last video was like February. But again, people dropped out. it's understandable. If they want to come back, they can. People that stayed, you're awesome. Um, but the money has allowed me to. I mean, I just spent what I made the past 3 months on Patreon. I spent to buy all of the parts for the bear build. Um, so at least the money is going to a new build. I thought about buying a printer or an actual printer or buying like the Anycubic wash resin, but I just felt like that was a waste of $145. So I figured it was uh, um, worth it to do something else, and the bear build seemed fun. Yeah, I'm not. These aren't Chris. These aren't pro lenses. So the last two I bought were Sigmas, um, and I really really like Sigma lenses. They have some heft to them, and they feel and they focus great. They're very crisp. Um, I actually have this is my 30, I think. Yeah, this is the 30. The 35 is what she does most of her portrait shooting with of our kids and other people. Um, so, but I do like the Sigma lenses quite a lot. Sonya subtitles. Oh man, I guess the automatic subtitles. So even essential, we've drawn down quite a bit. So we're only going to the office so often now. I never liked Nikon. My brother has one. I've tried using it a few times. I don't like the menus. I don't like the feel of the camera. It's also very small. Um, I just never liked Nikons at all. And again, my first DSLR actually was a Sony back when Sony was a crappy DSLR, but it's all I could afford when we had our first daughter. And I also bought a Sony Handycam so I could have videos of when she was born, because DSLRs didn't do videos 10 years ago, really. I mean, high-end ones did, but the low-end ones didn't. So that's why I had an actual video camera back in the day. I've since sold it, obviously, and it's also, again, does very, very old. So maybe I'll get out let me get the stand over here. Yeah, just not a fan. Like I said, this A7 kind of seems interesting. There's some kits with, so if we do accepts offers, oh, you do that. 500 best offer. That's the buy it nows. A cool picks. I think everyone had a cool picks. Olympus. I've heard good things of Olympus. Bill, no, the Rambo board is fine. It's just the actual the heater cartridge just went out on me. Or it's the thermistor. Either way, I don't have any spares for that genuine E3D. At least I don't think I do. It very well could be the thermistor, actually, now I think about it. I thought it was the hot end. Whoops, let me check here. Well, if it's a cartridge style, I do have a cartridge here. I don't know what the Mark III thermistor is like. I haven't actually looked at it. But usually when the thermistor goes bad, it reads like -17. So that's why I thought... I'm not building firmware tonight, Brandon. I'm going to actually work on the wiring for this, and that's going to be about it. see if I can look real quick what's on here. I don't think I have a thermistor that matches that E3D. If we do, what is it? Let's do Prusa manuals and then English manuals. Let's see what it is. So I have the cartridge style, but it doesn't have the connector on it, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it has the connector on it, so I would have to splice this in. E-Knight, what's up? Huh, so now it's reading. I swear to God, if this starts heating up, it is now. What the mother-loving crap is up with that? Oh. It's heating up just fine now. It was reading like 37. But now it's actually heating up. I don't know what to say about that, then. I'm just... Oh, shit. Yeah, totally heating up. I wonder why it flaked out then on me, because I did reboot it a few times to try and recover the print. But it kept reading the same, and it kept saying it was trying to heating, but it wasn't heating. Son of a gun. Well, I don't need this then, so that's good news. But let me finish. Let me move this GoPro onto the stand here. Won't be a fantastic video, but at least it'll get something. It was the will of the live stream that made my Mark III's work again. That's what I'm gonna go with. Ooh, power cable's not that long. This is gonna get annoying really quick. I might need a longer. This is longer. Wah, wah, wah. Well, if I have a bad board, it won't matter because I think I'm out of my Mark III warranty that ran out, I think, a little while ago. I mean, we're hot. We're holding temp. How would I be able to confirm that, Chris, to see exactly what that problem is, or just have to wait for it to happen again? Are we on here? Yeah, we're on. Let's see if this works. Maybe not. There we go. That is such a horrible image. Gosh. But it's what I got, so we're gonna go with it for now. Looks very like eerie and spooky. I have all my studio lights on right now, so this is with full lighting in here, and it's just this. Chris, I'm running the stock Prusa firmware 3.8.1. I think it's the current one. Basically, wait. So I've already got all of my cables here together, ready to go. I've got the board here. I just have to get some. I have some TMs. I'm trying to have drivers in here already. So I guess I'm just gonna pull all of the cables that I can, and then try and start rerouting some of them, and see what I can do here. It's just gonna be fairly annoying with all of this crap. Try and leave the hot end and re-tip all of these, I guess. I don't know. They're also going to be annoying. Audio is bad. Check 1, check 2. It should only be coming from this. It's my same audio source. It hasn't changed. I haven't dropped any frames. Is it still choppy? Maybe that'll be better. Is it any better now? I changed the camera to 30. Might have been. I'll wait for a second for chat to catch up to when I actually did this. Checking, checking, checking. Does it still sound choppy after this? Alright, well, we'll just stay at this then, I guess. Goddamn stupid GoPros. Alright, we're just going to stay at this until I find a better solution. It's not the microphone that's the problem. It's just something to do with the stupid cameras. Let's go back here. Okay. My Victorian camera. Yeah, and this is the stupid little webcam. Yeah, so I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to work on some of this. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask in the chat here. I will address them. I'm going to go for, what did I say, an hour, hour and a half? So probably another half an hour in the stream about. But I wish I had like another work. I guess I could move the table. You know, let me move the table. Hang on a second. I'm gonna get Gunner all triggered because my table is a little flimsy. There we go. I can do this. I'll angle you guys down a little bit. All the audio comes from the same device, so all my different scenes, it doesn't matter what scene I'm actually on, all of the audio comes from the same microphone. This is the Streamlabs OBS. What do with that pair of cutters? There they are. So this is going to be an absolute pain here. Should have kept my trash can around though. See how many printers? I've got like 20 some, I think, something like that. I did just get rid of a few of them. My two Monoprice Select Minis and the Monoprice Select Mini, the Monoprice Mini, my original CR10. Actually gave that to a friend's kid who's getting into 3D printing, so they have that one. I'm gonna sell the little Monoprice Delta, which I never use. It's a cool little machine, but I never use it. And one or two others will probably also go. Maybe I'll just delete that scene and recreate it. So we'll see. It sounds like a lot of printers, Bill, but it's really not. I mean, there are lots of YouTubers out there with well over 50 or 100 printers, especially the ones that do many, many reviews. Usually I get maybe one printer a month to review, and I have not received a printer since. Well, I just got the Anycubic Zero, but that took forever to get to me. But other than that, usually I get maybe one printer on average every 2 months, maybe 3 months to review. So it's very slow. There are some YouTubers that get multiple printers per month to do. That's just not me. So this is the entire hot end assembly right here. And X. We're just going to have to cut through all of this, I think. And get rid of all of this to get in there a little bit. I have no idea how many Joel has. If I had to guess, he's probably in the... I actually wouldn't be surprised if he has close to 100 at this point. But he hasn't done that many reviews. He does a lot more projects and things like that. I think whenever Chris Neary's, when he was moving, he said he had 125 printers. But he couldn't, I told him to sell them. He was shy on money. But he said that everybody was offering him like $50 for a printer. And he said it wasn't even worth it with shipping and all that to acknowledge those. So I felt kind of bad for him because the dude needed money for his move and couldn't really get anything going. I also get the question, people message me like, well, how many printers is good to have? I'm like, well, as many as you want. But I found that 3 was kind of a sweet spot. Once I had 3 going, I had 1 for prototyping, and then 2 I could do videos with. It's gotten a little bit, I don't want to say unmanageable, because I can easily manage. All the printers are on the shelves here. But I'm going to get a couple to the school for them to work on. Like the K280, I think I'm going to give to the school. I have the Sapphire Pro, which is a horrendous printer, but I don't know if I should try and throw like a SKR into something like that. So 3D Maker Kit, I am going to be doing a video series on building a bear from scratch. So I ordered all the parts last week, so just a few days ago. It'll take a month for them to get here, but I am going to do the first part of the series, which I don't know if I'm going to live stream that one, but I'm actually going to cut up an old 3D printer, cut the extrusions in order to get the sizes I need for the bear, instead of spending the the $80 on actually buying it. Because extrusion for the Bear is about $80. At least for most every website that I've seen it, RatRig, eBay, AliExpress, they all want about $80 for the extrusion alone. Brandon, I can't even get the motion system to work in the Sapphire, so changing out the hot end is going to do diddly squat for me if I can't even get the system to move properly. There's a pin that came out there. So, alright, we got our motor here. This is going to be super not fun. Let me tell you that right freaking now. Because on the original board here, I need to find the pinouts. This is the GT2560 Rev B, I guess. Let me see if I can find that. I'm gonna actually, so for the hot end, I'm gonna do an E3DV6, and I'm gonna do the Bear extruder instead of the Mark III one. Let's see if we can find what's going on here. That is not the right one. This is it right here. Oh, why is that such a tiny picture? Come on, man. N stops X, Y, and Z. Is this the right one here? It's similar. It's not quite the same. Oh, that's a V3. That's why. I need a V. God, I can't tell if this is a B or 6. I think this is Rev 6, actually. Rev 6. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I've heard good things about the Bear extruder, which is why I wanted to give it a shot and see how it actually turns out. Oh wait, this is it, I think. Yeah, this is it here. But this is not a pinout. This tells me Jack B. Is that one hot in there? I don't even know. I don't even know, but I really don't think it matters here. Yeah, the mini Delta, yeah. Or you could just be like, what's his name, Mitch? He's got that that Semi CNC Delta printer on a backpack mount that he runs off a couple lipos in his fanny pack. That is the sickest thing ever to see in person, but I was like, I would never mount a 3D printer to my back. It'd be killing me in no time. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a, this might be it. Ooh. No, it's not a V3. Man. Alright, we're just going to have to figure it out without having any of that information there. I just worry about these it's alright though. Just start snipping all these out. Cable tie here or something. Yes, there is. I saw the first video from that folding Ender 3. I don't know if I actually saw him finish that project. 3D Print Creative asking about the values for the fuses. I have a pack of the fuses, some of the 10 and 5 amp ones, but I never got the thing to work. So this is why I am deciding to just say, to heck with it. We're gonna go for broke and put a whole new thing into it. You also could build a hypercube and then put a handle on that because they're very stable. The Evo even more so with the 30-30 extrusions. Oh, he does finish it, Stefan? Yeah, I'll have to look that up because again, I have not. I saw when he originally started it, he was doing over like the planning, and I think he built the frame, but I don't remember actually watching the final video on the project. Alright, we've got more cables. Motor cable here. Set that off. Got a motor cable here. Set that off. Another motor cable here. Hit that off. So we are freeing most of this thing out of here now. Oh, the black one's already out, and we got red and green here to snip out. Worry about the hot end stuff later. What else we got sitting in here? Heated bed and thermistor. So they've got 4 wires for the heated bed. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. So, 3D Print, you talk about the hypercube stacking. I actually really wanted to do that, but I am I'm not super unhappy with the hypercube. It works. It's not great though. I definitely think I did a little bit of bad cutting when it came to the extrusions for the bed. So tightening the bed is really rough. And I'm not happy with the clone hot end that I put in it. So I might just pick up a real E3DV6 and throw it in there, or just change out the throat. I don't know yet. Yeah. Prusa style, you mean like an i3 Mark III or a Mark II or something like that? I think we're going to have to figure out the bed later. I am not 100% sure I'm going to do that, and we're going to need to lop off these connectors, I believe. So we've got XYZ, E, E. Does this actually fit? It does, but the mountings don't match up. I really don't want to design a new mount for this. Original throats on fake E3Ds. Yeah, I've done that before too. I would just need to go buy some. For nozzles, I buy micro Swiss nozzles. I put that on lots of my machines, so I can actually do the abrasive stuff. Go all the way right there. I need something to isolate the board from the thing there. I wonder if anybody has designed any. I know I'm going to Thingiverse. It's probably not going to come up. Chad, what's up, man? So let's do A10 MKS. Let's see if something comes up. No. Yegi. Not Yeg. So let's do. I don't know if I'm going to find anything or not. I don't know if anybody's done any conversions or not to it. I thought that isn't the Railcore project dead? Let's see if anybody's done anything. None of these mounting holes match up at all, which kind of sucks. Nothing matches up. So, all right, let's see. What's a good insulation to put under this thing? I mean, a piece of paper technically would work, right? I don't even have any foam or anything to throw under it. I'm just afraid to put the board on the bare metal there. I'm going to run. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. Piece of cardboard. I do have some cardboard downstairs. I'll go get a piece. Take the board, cut the same size. I didn't think about cardboard. Good luck. Better than nothing. New subscriber. Hello, hello. Okay. So let's get out some cables. I think I have enough here for everything. Different sizes as well for the motors. So these two long ones are going to be extruder and X. These two short ones will be the Y and the Z. Hot glue steppers and cardboard. I would love to see a cardboard 3D printer. X9, what's up? Stefan, aren't you still building your rail core? It's also, I mean, I also have no printers that are anywhere near that price. They're what, $1,500, something like that? A Sidewinder X1. X9 right now, go on AliExpress and order a metal idler arm for it because it will break within your first 200 hours. The idler arm will break. They give you a spare. I also had the spare break, but I'm going to be doing a video on how to install that. Not a lot of people know how to take that apart. It's super simple. It should take 5 minutes to film, honestly. But definitely go and buy a metal arm for that. If you look at my video, which was one of the last ones I filmed about a month or two, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that, I have links for that in there. I have no idea if these pinouts are going to be right, so we're just going to have to figure it out. I might need to change some of these cables, these motors. Z. Then we need Y. Where's the short one at? There it is. Yeah, no worries. And then get some hot glue, or there is a 3D printed part which I did put on mine that clamps your ribbon cable. I also had the ribbon cable die on mine within the first few 100 hours because it's just kind of crummy. And then on the i3 Mega, I just did a full carriage replacement on that one for an E3D V6 because it comes with a V5 clone, but I wanted something different. So I'm hoping, well, it is printing well, but I'm hoping to do a quick synopsis video on that. I didn't do a full install because my heart just wasn't in doing a full install video at the time, so I didn't do it. Alright, so this is the extruder. Okay, and then we need to do X here. Another long one here for X. I really don't want to make firmware for this thing. Maybe I'll bug Tim to do a stream with me and have him make firmware for me. I should ask him. I'm not going to make him, but I will ask him for his assistance. He's helped me on firmware. Actually, he helped me build the firmware for my Hypercube, I think, when I first built that one. Alright, so we've gotten those all right there for now. Oh, I didn't do anything for... I'll figure that out later. Alright, so I've gotten all my motor extensions here, which I might need to re-tip all of these, if I'm being honest right now, because these all take 3-pin connectors, and I do not have any. So, that's a bugger right there. I also don't know the pinout for these either. So, I'm going to have to make some cables here. The i3 Mega is, honestly, that's my biggest competitor to the Mark 3S. To be honest, it prints so nicely, and the Ultra Base is phenomenal. I never needed a flex plate system with that because it is just such a phenomenal build surface. It's beyond its time, to be honest. Now we get to watch Shane struggle to make JST cables. I hate these little cables so much. John, what's up, man? Long time no see. Thought you forgot about me. I'm going to definitely reuse these tips here because I do not want to waste mine. I wonder, will these even fit on there? Where to put the cables at? Will you fit on one of these end stops? Maybe, but I just don't want to waste it. Well, not a whole lot. We're just making some cables here. We are green, black, red. Remember that. So I guess I'll just do this. Save the connector later. And then I need some pins. I don't print a whole lot of high temp stuff. Polycarbonate's probably the hottest I print rarely. When I actually do print that stuff. But for me, normally it's PETG and PLA. I don't like these connectors, not one bit. I have big chunky hands. There's one. Looks like crap, but whatever. We'll get there. I don't know if I have Ender 3 firmware. I'm just using Tim's TH3D firmware. It's usually a good starting point. I think I have probably not his most latest version. Just never liked firmware. Okay, now what's the pinout on these? I really don't know, to be honest. On these end stops, I have no idea. Not the foggiest. So I wonder if I should take it off. I can always readjust it. That's wrong size. Of course they don't frickin' say. Volt, ground is signal. I've got common, NO, and NC on there. But there's no pinout on the stupid I don't even know what the heck these are not the same. That looks like it. That actually is it, but it still doesn't say what the pinout is. Pistol slide. Why did I put spaces in there? Yeah, I'm not doing the 2560. They all just keep dying on me. Oh, there it is. Voltage signal ground. So if I'm looking at it, voltage signal ground. So if I plug you in, the red voltage. So we're doing zoom in. Yeah, so red, black, green. So on here, we're doing. The connector goes in this way. So we've got voltage and ground to center. The signal is green. And we can put it into here. And hopefully that will work once I get there. That's one end stop down, 2 to go. I don't know, the 2560, they all just kind of suck, and they've got these proprietary connectors on them for the for the LCD, so it's kind of useless for, excuse me. All right, now let's do the Y end stop. So, rid of you, get another cable. Actually, let's make this one easy, because this one already has everything there. I just need to put it into a 3-pin. Pin. Let's pop these out. Knife. Put you right here. Whoops. Yeah, man, this A10, I had some sweet prints with it, and I think it was John. I got his firmware for it and his Prusa slicer profile, which came out absolutely fantastic. So we're doing voltage, ground, signal. And then right there. Okay, those are in. Slide this inside. to say this is why. Two goes on that side. I also really don't like these 3-pin ones. I guess I do. I mean, they're smarter, but I mean, you plug them in backwards, you could fry your end stop, which is always a scary thing. Like, no! Alright, and this one. Tip these ones. Yeah, we were talking about it last night. I mean, the 2560s have great specs. They promise a lot, and they work well for a while. But they will die, and they will die hardcore. So that's always a bummer with them. But they do promise the world with their specs. Two, three. Color Fab. Their stuff is expensive in the US. But I saw, who was it? Someone is actually liquidating a lot of their filament recently. Who was that? Polyalchemy, I think it was, right? They're having issues with supply, so they're just eliminating their stock. Because they can't get the pellets that they normally use from China, I guess, something like that. But that stuff's on sale, but it's still expensive. Go. 4-pin away, get another 3-pin out, and we're doing voltage, ground, signal. Well, I've replaced the whole hot end with a V6, so the hot end is not a problem for me. Here. Hardest cable in this printer to plug in. Oh, that's not very long. We're gonna have to extend this cable here. Most likely. Signal around. There. Alright. I'm going to have to set this inside here. I'm getting a little tight on some of these cables. Pull some of the slack out as well. Manage all these later. I can't put that in yet because I need to get this sucker in there. And shoot down. Installed. Hey, there's not a whole lot on Amazon right now that's actually in stock. A lot of it's out of stock. Screwdriver. Alright. $80 for Prusament. Good God. Sorry, his filament's good, but there's no way in the world to pay that much money for filament. Unless it's like Protoplasta's like metal infused. Those are pretty expensive. I do not have an A30, Darren. Yeah, everyone's charging a premium for filament right now. Some companies are selling or are doing discounts, which is fantastic. Prusa being one of them. Connect that there. Okay, let's figure out this heated bed. Is there any... The question is, why does this heated bed have 4 wires for it? And how am I going to get those together inside one of these terminals? Any ideas? This is the thermistor. I'm just going to have to cut this thing off and redo it later. So basically get janky with it. Oh, Brandon, I was asking ideas for getting this heated bed has 4 cables coming for it instead of the normal 2 that you get off most heated beds. So I was seeing if there's any ideas on how to get that redone, and I'm wondering if I should just redo the cabling for the thermistor. The thermistor is soldered to there with just silicone wires. As long as I can make it's just a very big difference to where they are on the board. I'll try. Huge wires for this thermistor, my God. Yeah, there's a built-in thermistor. These are the wires for it. You can't see. I can't zoom in. Sorry, but these are the thermistor. These are the hot end. So let me grab some wire down in here. Wait, I might have some up top. We're gonna get janky with it. Nope, this is all the little stuff. Though I might need a thermistor wire. Take that jumper there. Go down in here. Some older ones right here. I will just use these. Just make it jank. No, it's just the Geeetech boards have 2 power outputs that they use for the bed, and the MKS only has the 1. But it's a lot bigger because the Geeetech, they use the same size terminals for all of their cables, where the MKS has larger, higher amperage terminals for the main power and the heated bed, since that's where most of your power is being delivered to and from. And then the hot ends have smaller ones. So we're just gonna have to get creative with this. Don't fall off on me. Alright. Quickly running out of space here. Okay, I'll put some stuff away. Soldering iron, we need the heat gun, solder, heat you up. In a minute, we need some heat shrink, a piece of this. Do 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 do. Yeah, it's 24. DK6, you learn, man. You definitely learn after a while. I'm a lot of electrician, so take what I do with a grain of salt. I'm going to give these a... See, I'm just worried that the thermistor is not going to be far enough to hit the cable there, so I might need to just redo the thermistor wires. I don't know. Nine printers in repair. Holy crap, man. You better get cracking on that. Almost up to temp. Yeah, whenever you I always think that your first build should not be an Ender 3. It should be a scratch build, because you get to touch every single piece of the printer, from the motors to the extruder, the hot end, everything. You touch all of it, and you get to actually see what each part is. When you put together something like an Ender 3, yeah, you get to touch most of it, but it's an 80% pre-built, or 75% pre-built basically. When you got to plug everything in and do everything, that's why I was so happy that my first was a Geeetech i3, and then my second was the Forgetech FT5. Those are brutal builds. Took hours and hours and hours to build those machines, but man, I learned a lot in those hours. I wish I had. Oh, 5 years. Thank you. I wish I had some Crypt Connect. I don't know how that would work 2 to 1. That's on there. Let's cut this end off. Let's get a piece of heat shrink tubing. Nice to have some good 4 to 1 heat shrink around. Definitely helps out. More than you'd think. Oh, thanks 3D Print Creator. Appreciate it, man. 3 a.m. Oh, geez. Well, it's only 10 o'clock here, so it's not too bad yet. Ooh, that's hot. Hotness. That's not too bad. I say good enough for government work. It's 10 o'clock in my time zone. That's what it is. I really hope that wasn't too loud for headphone people. So, all right. So, in case anyone's curious, I put these two some pretty heavy duty 16 gauge that I normally use for other beds, things like that. So yeah, I'm not sure about these doggone thermistor. It's gonna the reach. So I put this down in here, like so. Put that all the way back. I mean, it's like just gonna reach. There shouldn't be any problem with me extending it with a smaller wire, right? I mean, it should be fine. I'm gonna do that. I mean, this is an actual thermistor wire. Doesn't work, I'll just take it off, I guess, right? Get some smaller shrink tubing though. I just need an extra like 2 inches. I don't need a whole lot. I do need smaller shrink tubing though. Use my red up. Yellow, that'll do. Still pretty big, but it'll work. Another piece. These are long, aren't they? This is big. That's the size I want. 1/8 inch. Let's cut this one in half. Use this. Alright. These ones. Don't want to melt my container. There's one. There's 2. That'll do. All right. Now we've got the heated bed sorted for the most part. I do not need these to be that long, so we're just gonna go to like meh. No, this is the Geeetech A10. This is not a Hero. What's up, Matt? Yeah, the Kodak TV worked out well. I think I still might have some of it left. I think I actually might have used it up on a different project that I was working on. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna get these cables in here. Yeah, there's just around the damn wheel. Okay. Pull this back out. Where'd the cables go? Probably should have took the bed off. That would have been a smarter idea. I think instead of trying to do this. Push the bed. It's stuck. Where's the thermistor at? I pulled all those out. You son of a gun. One, come on. Two. Thermistor went under my cardboard. There it is. Okay. Get all of you untangled though. All the stepper wires. I should do this one first because this is proving to be the hardest. Okay, I got him. I got him. All right. Whew. So, TVs, there's the bed, and then now, what do my limiting factor here? This power. So I'll plug you then for now. Alright. Give me some room to work. Okay, Wendy, this is going to be super fun. Super duper. These a little bit longer. Okay. Let's get this heated bed connected now. Come back and put ferrules on all this stuff once I'm done. Just want to make sure everything works right now. I have no idea. This one's not called the Hero. I don't know what it's called on Thingiverse. It was made specifically for this printer. But again, I just don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We've got all of the motors wired. We've got the end stops all wired. I still have all of the fans. Let's cut all this garbage off here. Alright, and figure out what is what. So we have, obviously, our hot end here. So we can strip this back. Is this even going to reach? These are not going to reach. Man, I'm going to have to extend those. happens that I was throwing out heater wire earlier. Alright, so we need to extend all of these cables, which sucks. Big time. I don't have any, I don't know if I have any small gauge crimps. Instead, let me look up here. I think all my stuff here is big terminal. Yeah, nothing's that small, it's all for 12 gauge and larger. So that's a bugger. That's alright, I have a soldering iron and I have the will, I guess. So power through. I hate heater wire and this stupid braiding. Alright. Pair both of these at once, I guess, and then I'll pair these ones. Geeetech wouldn't be so chintzy on their wire lengths, have to use that stupid connector. Go. I can't replace the heater because I do not have another 24 volt heater. So that is the one problem, and I have no way to get it right now with the current restrictions on. So I have got to extend this. I have no choice. I mean, I have a pack, I think, of 6 on the way eventually, but for now, the easiest thing is just to extend these wires. And I mean, I'm not worried about anything happening. I'm confident in my soldering and splicing skills, so that'll be fine. No worries at all. Just like that, it's done. Some heat shrink on there. Again, the fan wires, I could run new ones again, but I just do not feel like running all new wires. At least not tonight. So I am slightly afraid that I'm going to do all this and then it is not even going to work. Okay, so there's that, and then we've got our brown and yellow is our part cooling fans. Okay, and then that means the purple and gray should be our cooling fan here. Yep. So So a 12-volt fan. So let me find some. I could just steal the wires that are in here. Do I want to do that though? Eh. Just a bunch of signal wire. Where did I put that other charge of cabling at? No, that was them. It is on its way, but it's going to be like, I don't know, 30 to 45 days before I even get it. So there's no reason to wait. All the more reason to get it done. Whoa! Piece went flying. So what am I doing? I'm doing the brown and yellow, huh? Yeah. That's the wrong one. So this should be, will this give me enough length to get down and in there? Not really. So that was a total waste. Reuse these. I can actually change it back to black and red. I know what's my positive and my negative, so I don't have to guess every time I get down in there. Soldering. This side as well. Remember, do as I say, not as I do. Alright, so positive is hooked up to yellow. Okay. And this little shrink tubing. Because these wires are tiny. These 12-volt signal wires. Repeat. Alright, so those two are done. These two are done. These are going to be the thermistor. It's a big chunky thermistor on it. Done. You definitely need these extended too. there. Derp. I think I have another thermistor lead that already has a cable on it, or a connector on it, I should say. Wire leads. Come on. Oh, those are long enough. Huh? Well, it's okay. DuPont and the JSTs and do it ourselves. Per the usual. These real quick. CNX, what's up, man? Long time no see. And now we have another set here to do, but I'm going to do, I have a black and red lead already I can use for that. I think it's long enough. Sure as heck is. Way too long, actually. I was just saying, what was up, dude? Yeah, the vertical Y is a, what's the X? Yes, it is a vertical 2020 down here. Again, this is extremely close to the Ender 3. They came out about the same time. What is the pinout on this board here? That's the 1.4? 1.0. Yeah, it's an old board. It's what I have laying around. Alright, so the layer fan is that one. So, and I didn't feel like messing with an SKR. And again, the board is fine. There's no reason. There's nothing wrong with a first gen L. It works with 22/8, which I'm going to put in it. up going to purple, right? Yep, purple. I need a red, red. Let's tighten it to work. Oh yeah, it's a first gen A10. I got this when shortly after they came out is when I got mine. And honestly, up until the day it died, it printed great. That's still hot. Okay, we have. I need to put a connector on you. So now we gotta do connectors. Let's pull these back down here. You have a connector, so you're one done. I actually did a video on the fan guard a while ago, but I lost, I think, 2 parts of the video, so I just scrapped the whole video project. So like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not re-recording this entire video, which I don't know how I lost it either. I think it ended up getting onto a different SD card or something like that. I don't know, but I was pretty peeved when it happened. And the whole video took several hours to shoot on disassembling the hot end, having all the new printed parts for it, reassembling the hot end, testing it. It took a lot. ASMR right there. It cools super well. I can't put it on 100%. I mean, dual 5015s is way overkill. I mean, seriously, way overkill. But it does work out quite well. Alright, so this one is the layer fans. So positive is on this side, so negative is on this side. So I just make some side mics, just do some sound bites. Where are my crimpers? Okay. So I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. Oh, yeah, right on the glass bed, Shane. Good job. Alright, so let's Ta-da! Okay, so what did I say this was? These are the layer fans, which is that one right there. Layer fans. And then have this right here is the always on fan. You go. Positive negative is flipped. Need to fix that. This is also the first printer I ever had that was 24 volt, which threw me for a huge loop because I had no spare parts for a 24 volt system. And then building my Prusa threw me for another loop when I built the DIY Prusa, because that is between 12, 24, and 5 volt. I was not ready for that one either. You're going this way. Positive is on this side. Alright, so there's our always on cooling fan. I don't have all of it, Brandon. Shut your face. Nobody asked you anyways. But the only thing I don't have is the heaters. Because honestly, I've had a heater die, God, once? But I don't need it, since that's working. For now. If it ends up being a bad board, I'm going to be heated. I mean, the A10's only, well, I've had it for 2 years now, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, it was. I enjoy the printer quite a lot. I can say that. Some printers I do enjoy, some I don't. Sapphire Pro I do not. Surprise, surprise to nobody. Push back out. 1, 2. Okay, there we are. It's got the heaters for the hot end here. So it's HE0. Okay, we got one last connection to make, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the hot end thermistor. So we're going to make my life easy and throw a DuPont on here. They're easier to crimp. Come on. I'm gonna have to replace this one day though. Soon. Well, not soon, I guess. Still got some connections left. down the stock. Crimpers, okay. See? Knocked it off. Come on. You're supposed to be easier, not more finicky. Stuck on stiff wire. Keep sticking to my hand. I don't have any things here. Okay, one. Who is saying there? First and only printer is a Geeetech S4. The S4 has always had problems, honestly. Ever since it came out, I believe, too early. Having a giant printer, a bed flinger or bed slinger, however you want to say it. There is just so much mass to take care of with that. Put this in. Backwards. There we go. And this one here. I knew a company with a Geeetech S5s as well, and they had many problems with them because, again, such a huge bed. Here's somebody. Alright, I'm going to be right back, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I am back. So, let's see here. Everything's wired in. Guess we can get this board in here. See if it even boots. Oh, I gotta put some drivers in. I'll put that other. Eights and 2208s. So we've got extruder, Z, and we've got X and Y. See here. Figure out how we're gonna slide this whole big chunking thing in here. Some of these out. Some space in here. Alright, I need to figure out the screen situation. Where did I put that screen at? Thought I put it in the box, it's not in the box. Where did I put that screen? There it is. Screen. I need some cables. Where are they at? Where is the cables at? Cables at? The cables at? Cables for this crap. I have them somewhere. Ribbon cables, there we go. 1 and 2. Okay. Two and 1. I'm just going to put it right here for now just to make sure it even works. 1, 2. For Pete's sake, come on. Okay. Moment of truth. Does this thing power on? Or do we get some magic blue smoke? You in. Power cord going here. Take your bets, ladies and gents. swear this power supply is bad. Oh, shnikes. Whole lot of nothing. I think it's a power supply. This board was good last I used it. Let's see. Borrow the power supply from the Ender 3 Pro. See if that does anything. Woo! Holy crap, that thing is going fast. And that's burning up. I smell it. Ooh, I smell that. Let's disconnect that for right now. For some reason, I think that's a 12-volt fan on there. Let's try this again. Yeah, we're not getting... Definitely boots up. That's a positive. It's not going to do anything because this is from a Delta. Yeah, that PSU is definitely no bueno. I have no idea what even to do for firmware for this freaking thing. I do not want to configure firmware. Yeah, I guess I can always put a buck on it. Keep that fan there. I have a couple bucks laying around. If I go to here and okay, let's go to the server. Nope. Documents, Shane. Arduino. I have nothing for this, I don't think. Actually, I do have a Marlin. I think this is John. I think this is yours if you're here. Shouldn't be running that high though. Alright, so here's our configuration. This should be soups fun. Let's see here. Yeah, this is John. I don't know if you're here, dude, but this is your firmware, bro. I gotta figure out what the board's supposed to be. Well, what's that sketch coming from? Boards.h maybe? Yeah, I should be able to change the board, but I gotta. So this is a MKS Gen L. There's a Gen L. That's 53 if I need to do that for later. Configuration, motherboard. MKS Gen L. Right? Is that what it was? Was that what it was? Yeah, MKS Gen L. Honestly, that we can see if this works or not. Let's find the USB cable. This is my big one. That's going to be difficult because this thing is all wonky. Trying to get a cable plugged in here is no easy feat. There we go. Okay, so should be COM6. That should work. Let's see what happens. Send it. Lulzbots. Yeah, I asked, actually it's funny, Creality's only working directly with creators now. They're no longer issuing printers through GearBest or Banggood. So I gotta try to find me a Creality rep that will be willing to send out some printers for me. I think that might have did it for the thermistors. They're reading them properly now. 1.1.9. Hey. Well, the hotness says it's 47. That's not correct. That thing's not even on. So it's the heated bed that's reading weird. It's not reading the heated bed at all. So what is that heated bed going to be? Where's the freaking logic for that at? I need to specify the thermistor for the heated bed. This is for temp sensor bed. I don't even know what this would be. Anybody know what the Geeetech sensor is? Because right now it's set to standard 1. It's what, a 100K, right? Yeah, that's not it. Let's do some Googling. So 10. It's a MF52 AT. Reset that. This is 80K. What's it gonna be? I'm not seeing that one in here at all. MF25. Yeah, it's this weird one. MF52, 10K. It's an NTC thermistor. It should work though, because this is the same firmware. It's just not reporting. at all. So I wonder if it doesn't like the cables that I'm using for it. I wonder if it's not liking that little extension I put on. Oh, do we home? That's all wrong. Oh, crap. Okay, let's reverse. Let's be a little smarter about it this time. Alright, let's get this connected to COM6. Alright, so... let's just get there. Center this. Center this. Let's see what happens when we home X. That's weirdness. Alright, we're probably going to need to fix that somehow. It's probably going to need to change the wiring. Let's do Y. Yep, the motors are wired differently. Stop. And Z's probably the same thing. Does Z even do anything? Z does nothing. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. What is it? 1, 4. Okay, freaking reset. Okay, that one works. That one works. That one works. Okay, so at least the end stops work. No, it's not. It's not just flipping them, TrueTech. It's gonna be the it's gonna be the inner ones there, and I don't. Guess I'll give it a quick shot here, but I'm probably gonna call it here real soon. Oh, come on. Let's see if that just fixes X. Yep. Stop! I told you to stop. Okay, we're just backwards on that one. So now let's change that. Where the heck's the invert out on this one? There it is. Alright, so invert X direction. False. Let's do Y. It's probably going to be the exact same problem. And I'm probably going to have to invert it because I put the 22/8 in there. Do that, and let's also invert Y, and let's turn this on. Home Y, it's going to go the wrong direction. Yep. Okay, so now let's disconnect this. Let's go ahead and re-upload this firmware. Okay, so we've got that sorted. Guess I'm going to go ahead and swap out Z2 because it's also going to be, well no, Z should be, nah, it's going to need SWIP 2. They're all going to need it. Okay, that is done. Power you on. Connect this. Alright, let's try homing X. Well, that was weird. And Y. And Z is going to make funny noises, I bet. It does. I guess I'll switch those cables back then. Jump step on that. Okay, well. Let's reset that. It's not even letting me. Oh, it's because the power's not on, Shane. Derp derp. Come on, connect. I'm not even doing anything right now. Yeah, Z's not even moving. So I wonder if the driver's bad. The motor's not even locking either. The motor should be locked. You think bad stepper, or is it a miswired? The same as all the others here. That's interesting. We're not even getting movement on the Z. I guess I could flip the outer two, right? See if that locks it up. See here what we do now. Yeah, we're still not even locking up. Well, we're going there. Alright, stuff. So now let me switch these ones too. Get movement anymore again. Well, it shouldn't matter. Because I don't know what the pairs are. Honestly, Z should move, and we almost forgot what it is. No, I mean, it was just moving. It's just, I gotta figure out the pairs for it. I don't know what they are. I had a jumper here somewhere. Put that jumper at. Unless I threw it away, which is pretty likely. I've got these I can use. Let's custom ones. Come on. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's do that real quick. So let's move X. Connect you again. connect for me? There we go. Okay. So we're just going to do X. Okay, that works. So do we think it's the motor, or is it the, or not? I mean, is it the stepper driver, or is it the, the cabling should be fine. Well, it's all jumbled right now, so let me fix it. Red, green, blue. Okay. Back in there. Do back on here. Alright, Z-axis, talk to me. Nothing. Yeah, the cables are all the same on here. Black, green, red, blue. Black, green, red, blue. Yeah, everything's black, green, red, blue going into the board. So I'm going to say it's the stepper driver. So, alright, let's power this down. Let's pull this out. We find another stepper. And I have, I'll just get out of, I'll just get a cheapo. The crimps are fine. Those are stock crimps in there. We'll try switching out the driver first. Stuck in this one. Now this is an epic pain to get in here now. Alright. Got a new one in there. 3D Medic, we already did that. We established that another driver with another cable works. Hey, there we go. We're just backwards. Freaking A. So let's change that. Let's upload it. Disconnect pronto face. Yeah, so it looks like it's bad. Stepper driver. In the trash you go. Yeah, it's okay, dude. No worries. I still can't figure out what's wrong with the heated bed. I'm going to have to, I think, desolder this and figure out another route. It's not liking those cables that I put on there. The connector I put on there. Reading. Okay, we're still going. Oh, do. This is kind of exciting, don't you think? It's kind of exciting. A little bit of excitement going on. Cable manage all this crap. I have no idea. All right, let's connect you again. pull the bed way down. Make sure these cables are out of the way. And, you know, we're going to auto home everything. Ooh, there's X. There's Y. And there's Z. Hot dog. Gunk on that hot end left over. Wow. You gotta pull that Z end stop way up. Yes, please. Okay. Let's fix that real quick before I do that stupidness again. Where is... Oh, I used it. I used it on the... Oh. Alright, let's see how that does on Z now. So I need to make that go higher. And let's hold that Z again. Alright, we're plenty far away from the bed now. Alright, well hey, we have a almost functioning 3D printer now. Almost functioning. We still need to figure out what's going on with the heated bed thermistor. Don't know at all. So let me get... Go cheat and use some twist ties real quick just to temporarily manage these cables so that they are out of the way when I start doing some testing on this machine. You and you and you should all meet up here. If you guys have never done this before, it is a fantastic thing to do. You just twist your twisty around it instead of actually like locking it together. Just do that. Helps out a ton. This will definitely be some rough cable management when I actually get to it to try and pull everything in and get it in there properly. It's going to be brutal. Okay, so all of that bajunk works. The bed. Alright, that's the last thing I'm going to tackle tonight. Let's tackle the bed now. So let's disconnect here. Let's turn off the power. Let's disconnect the power. Let's close these drivers before I drop them and then get peed, because then I got to resort them. And let's figure out this heated bed connection here. So I think what we're going to have to do is desolder what I did and hope to God that these work. If I just don't have it in there. Heat this back up. And yeah, I'm a little concerned. The bed cable is going to be pretty tight once I put those on there. That it is not going to want to work at all. Little concerned. I don't see why I wouldn't like these cables, unless for some reason it doesn't like that heated bed. The spool holder here? No, it's fine in the front. I can't have it at the side. I don't have the real estate on any of my things here. No, it just comes straight here and goes in. PW tube right here, pulls it into the extruder, pulls it down. I have no idea resistances. What should it be? I think it said in the white page should be 80K. Getting 87K on the thermistor for the bed. I'm hoping it's good. I have no idea what. I mean, it says here it should be. I don't know. I don't really get these spec sheets on these things. What should it be? Shoot. Oh. Where'd he go? I'll find it later, and my toddler won't. She'll just be eating it. Marcelo, what's up? I'm going to try to put a connector directly on. The heated bed cable's coming off of there. This is going to be tough. There's not a lot of cable here to play with. One. There's two. There's no way these have polarity, right? Never have before. It makes it. What's the reading? I don't want to look. I don't want to look. 47. Dang it, if the thing is bad. I'm getting a reading here of 47. It's like it's not even connected. Yeah, it's not even seeing anything. I was getting 87 with the bed at 87K. It's 21 on the hot end. So the bed should be right around that. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know if I have a different bed to put on this thing. That's my perplexity at the moment. I might. Let's see what I have in this box here. That's Creality's glass. Yeah, but I don't have any replacements for it. That's the problem. I don't have one of these. I have... What they sent me something the other day. What did they send me? I don't even know where I put it at, for crying out loud. Shoot, where in the world did I put that stupid bag at? Give me 1 second. Let me find where I put this thing at. Did I throw it away? I think I would have. Would I have? I think I kept it, but where did I put it? Remember, Shane, remember, Shane, remember. I don't know where I put it. I don't remember in the slightest. I'm not putting it in the right freaking place. I think they sent me some new Thursday, but I thought it was for the hot end they sent, not the heated bed. What did I do with it? I literally just had it today. Where would I have put it? Because I clearly didn't put it in the right place. Just give me another minute here to try and think where in the world I shoved this stupid little baggie. set it at? Where did I set it at? I must have threw it somewhere. It's like, oh, it'll be good up there. It? Nope, not it. Any space in those for anything? There. I'm honestly starting to wonder if I did throw it away earlier, and I just don't remember that I did that. Belts, pulleys, cables, heaters and stuff. I mean, I could put it. I guess I could put a different one on there, right? I could just tape a thermistor to the bottom of it, and that would be generally close, right? What if I just put a normal thermistor on there? Wonder how that would work out. Does it register? Doesn't even register. I might need to change it in the Marlin. Where are we at here? So right now it's set to 1, but these are 100Ks. I wonder if the, you know what? I'm wondering if the bed is bad on this board. Because when nothing's plugged in, it's still reading 47. But when I plug this in, nothing changes. It still reads 47, even with a known good thermistor in there. I don't get it. So I'm wondering if, is there any way, I don't know if there's any way to do this. Is there any way to use temp sensor 1 instead of bed sensor? The hell just beeped at me? I know this power supply is good though. Oh, I just reset it right there. I mean, it's. I'm wondering if it's if the temp sensor on the board is bad. But does anybody know how to change that in Marlin? Because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to do that's beyond me. I'm sorry. I'm not that great with firmware. If it would be easier to explain to me, I can open up Discord, and somebody can explain to me in Discord how to do this. Oh, you mean test it that way? Yeah, it reads if I put it in there. So the bed on here is no good. So here, let me post the thing for Discord. There's that. If you join, just mute the live stream. Check one. I think that should work. I don't know. Well, no, I know the bed is good. It's the heated bed input on the board that's bad. So I need to figure out how to change the pins on that. I don't know what it did to do there. Change the plug on the board. So desolder that plug and then put a new one on. Because I have replacements for that. I gotta do, I guess. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. Oh man. Well, Yeah, it's open. If you just join the voice channel, you should be able to join there. Where is this voice activated? Okay. Oh man. No, it's not polarity. Yeah, so it's good on there. So you could try desoldering that, like you said. Yeah, but I mean, how would that? It's a PCB bed, so unless the bed is, um, see you later, True Tech. I'm just a little confused on how that would be, um, that way. All right, well, it's getting late here, so Discord's open. So if you guys want to chat on Discord, but I'm gonna stop the stream here, I think, and try and figure out what I can figure out. And then if I don't stream tomorrow night, next weekend, we'll just pick this up where I left off. I think that would be a decent place to start. And I'll try and get another webcam set up here so you guys can have a little better look at how close I am to this. Well, just get a better up close personal. Again, I didn't have anything set up for this because I wasn't expecting what to do tonight. But yeah, I think I'm gonna play with what Grudy said was to maybe put on a new connector on there, try that out. I don't know what else I can try, but if you guys want to join the Discord, there is a link down the video description. I always put one in chat. So if you guys want to come over there and hang out, a bunch of people in there, a lot of good things, 3D printing and non-3D printing going on. And yeah, so we'll call it there. Everyone have a good night. Stay home, stay safe, wash your dirty hands, and catch y'all later.